everybody. In this week's Family Focus, we're taking on a summer pest, bug bites and stings. Summer's great, but it does come with some of this sort of stuff. So Dr. Mallika Marshall joins us. And Mallika, let's start with what's the difference between a bite and a sting?
So a bite is literally when a bug uses its mouth to penetrate your skin. A sting is when it sort of uses its backside with a stinger to get into your skin. Now, the interesting thing is that insects that bite, sort of mosquitoes and what is the other thing? Ticks, that they can actually transmit disease. However, insects that sting, things like bees and wasps and fire ants, don't tend to pass on diseases, but they can be painful and they can cause reactions and they can cause severe allergic reactions as well. Of course.
So if you notice that your kid appears to have a bite, how would you identify, say, a mosquito bite?
Okay, so mosquito bites are the most common out there, right? We see lots of kids at this time of year, especially with the hot, humid weather, getting mosquito bites. And they typically are sort of round and red and swollen, but they're often itchy. Some kids can get very exaggerated reactions to mosquito bites, so they may have a large area of swelling that also is warm, but it's always itchy. It's never tender. And to take care of these, you can leave them alone, or if they're really itchy, you can use an over-the-counter hydrocortisone cream or give your child Benadryl, but generally they don't cause problems. If it becomes painful, then maybe it's getting infected.
And of course, you have to watch out for Triple E and West Nile virus nowadays. Watch out for the symptoms of that.
Yes.
Stings. Those are going to hurt. How do you tell, maybe one time you're seeing, oh, I think that might be a mosquito bite over here, might have a sting. How are you telling the difference there?
So stings tend to be painful. Again, we're talking about bees and wasps. And so they also are sort of red and swollen and warm to the touch, but they hurt. And they hurt really right after you get stung. So the best way to take care of that is to wash the area with soap and water because there actually is venom that's being injected. And you can use cool compresses to handle the swelling, and that helps with the pain as well. And if you need to, you can offer your child an over-the-counter pain reliever like Tylenol or ibuprofen.
And first sign of an allergic reaction, generally what are you seeing? Troubles breathing, or what would you be seeing there?
You might get hives, you might have throat swelling, lip swelling, tongue swelling, difficulty breathing, wheezing. So obviously if any of those things happen, lightheadedness, sometimes vomiting or belly pain, call 911.
Call 911 there. Spider bites.
Okay.
A lot of people are freaked out about spiders. We've dealt with the mosquitoes, we dealt with the bees. Spider bites. What do we do with that?
Okay, so this is probably the most common bite that I see in urgent care is someone coming in saying, I think I've been bitten by a spider. Spider bites are incredibly rare. First of all, because there aren't a lot of biting spiders in this region of the country. Second of all, most spiders don't have fangs strong enough to actually penetrate human skin, and they don't just kind of crawl on you and bite you. They tend to be compressed, like if you sort of sit on a spider or something, that's when they're likely to bite you. So we don't see them very often. Usually if you have a bite, you've been bitten by something else. If you do get stung by or bitten by a spider, it's usually harmless. Obviously, in some parts of the country, it can be very serious. But I would say as a general rule, if you get any sort of insect bite and it looks weird, or it's becoming increasingly painful, or it's making you feel ill, then you need to get to see a doctor.
But otherwise, no need for arachnophobia.
I don't like spiders.
Yeah?
I don't know if I have arachnophobia, but I do not like them. Even though they don't sting, they creep me out.
It helps keep us safe, being scared of those things.
I know.
Mallika, thank you very much. That's been our Family Focus. Much more always here on CBSBoston.com.